Right, here we all are.
You discovered something new.
I took a closer look at that device. I was able to determine how it keeps the void gate sealed, but not how it might instead be employed to expand the opening.
To expand the opening?
For that, I would need to reference the technique developed by Vritra's alchemists, no records of which appear to have survived the intervening years.
We know this, so why have you sent for us? Have you learned aught of value or not?
Oh.
Patience, good sir. One must introduce the subject before launching into specifics.
Mm-hmm.
From what we understand, travel between worlds is accomplished by passing through the nebulous rift which exists between them. Picture, if you will, the moment you were called to the first.
Mm.
You touched a focus of some kind to help the Exarch pinpoint your location. His summoning spell then channeled the energies of the Crystal Tower to begin your journey to his world.
That's true. That's true.
The magics tore a hole in the wall separating source and shard, and cast you into the intervening nothingness. In that place, the laws of nature hold no sway. Yet even through this realm of temporal and spatial instability, you were borne safely to your destination in the first. The feat that guided you across such an unimaginable distance, both physical and metaphorical, was nothing short of a miracle.
Hmm.
Then what of the many voids sent found in the source? Who guides them here, and how?
Mm-hmm.
An excellent question. Though there are several methods by which the Void's denizens might intrude upon our world, the rituals of summoning are the most typical. For example, let us consider the Gargoyle, a creature of middling power.
Have we ever seen a gargoyle? In here. Oh, these. Okay.
To call upon such an entity, the prospective summoner must force open a void gate.
Hmm.
The portal lasts but a moment and is relatively small, allowing only an imp or other lesser being to squeeze through with their physical body intact.
Hmm.
Our more powerful gargoyle, however, is too large for that. Creating a gate big enough for him would require vast amounts of energy, far beyond the reserves of any one mortal practitioner.
Where is this, though?
Instead, 'tis far more common to bring over only the entity's soul. We had a taste of that ourselves when a certain exarch dragged us to the first.
Ah. Okay. Ah, I see. I see. Okay. Interesting.
And just as our bodies remained in our world, the Void Sense physical form is left behind in the 13th.
Ah.
Once at its destination, the summoned soul is granted a temporary shell to inhabit. In the gargoyle's case, a stone effigy has proven a suitable vessel.
What's really cool about that is that far after like previous expansion, they're able to explain and make it relevant of why we were able to travel on the first and how the summoning worked with the Exarch. But it's only stone for the gargoyle, so I wonder how it's... What were the base of the bodies of Stola and the others then?
Wait. You said that Voidsent must be called here deliberately by someone in the source, reeled in like a fisherman with his catch.
Exactly. For a being to navigate the chaos of the rift, with or without form, there must needs be a guiding agent on the other side.
Guiding agent, okay.
When the hordes poured forth from Alag's Great Gate, it was the technologists who drew them through. Though to my knowledge, planar fissures are in essence natural passages between our world and the void, which require no such guidance to traverse.
Whoa, just a sec, I didn't understand that. Thought to my knowledge, planar fissures are, in essence, a natural passage between our world and the void, which require no such guidance to traverse. Okay, okay.
Why is only the boundary between the source and the 13th so fragile? So much so that it often tears open of its own accord.
I believe solving that mystery is key to understanding travel between the source and its reflections.
And how do you intend to get your answers?
No, the danger is too great.
Perhaps. But what some call danger, others think of as adventure.
Look at that
Are you
smirk.
not listening to my tale? Never mind that the means to expand the gate has been lost to the ages.
Bruh, don't you remember? We're the fucking warrior of light. You fucking beat the End Singer. That's nothing
Even
compared
could
to
you
that.
force the portal wide enough, you would be greeted by an army of murderous horrors the very instant you step through.
So? And?
I assure you I was most attentive. And I agree that to go alone would be certain death. But if I were to bring along one who has already braved the 13th and humbled the cloud of darkness, well, I imagine my chances would be much improved.
Mm-hmm. Count me in. Someone's taking it easy. Nah, just count me in. Count me in, Brett.
I had a feeling you might say that. Once again, I put my life in your ever-reliable hands.
I shall take care of it.
That said, as much as I would like to march straight back to the Void Gate, there is the small matter of being unable to open it without the Satrap's personal authority.
Sassy. Say sassy.
As I've said before, I will grant you and yours any boon you choose to name, provided it does not endanger my people.
Mm-hmm. We'll make sure of it.
You have my word that we will take every precaution. Not a single void scent will be allowed to threaten Radzatan, assuming we manage to expand the portal in the first place.
That's a bit worrisome though. What by accident we do expand it a bit too large?
You have a plan.
Actually, I had hoped you might help us with that. I presume the alchemists you retained supplied you with some explanation of their methodology.
That they did. House Daemir was overseeing the project.
Daemir. Ah, yes. The family associated with the great work.
I did not fully comprehend the theory, but their research began with a void scent which had slipped through the fissure. After a thorough examination, they created an arcane simulacrum possessed of similar qualities. A man-made void scent, if you will. It was apparently indispensable in their efforts to enlarge the gate.
A man-made void scent.
Yes. Being great admirers of the Archons, House Daemir submitted detailed notes to Charlene's official committee. They expected praise and accolades for their simulacrum, and were thus devastated to be informed that their work had been classified as prohibited material.
They were greedy.
If that's true, then those notes might still be stored in a forbidden archive somewhere. Not Google, of course, since that library had yet to be built. Which leaves us with...
The Forbidden Library?
Indeed. Numenon's restricted stacks may very well hold a copy.
They better let...
In which case, I say we head directly to Charlene.
Yeah, they better let us go there. He's ready to go?
Unless you anticipate needing help to reach the high shelves. I see myself being of little use. Go on ahead. I still need to find Mirad and tell him about the Kalzal Foundation.
It's true. We need a tall person to reach the books. But Rialge is supposed to be in Charlene, if I'm not mistaken. We'll ask him.
Let us be on our way as well.
They are resolved to venture into the void. Do I sit idly by?
Well, you have... Even if it's been way many years, you still have, like, a trauma out of it. So, I understand why you're a bit anxious about this. We don't want to put fire in there. With the music. That's where Grahatia was previously.
If House Daemir's notes are to be found anywhere, it will be here. Let us begin.
Just for us too, though, it's gonna take a long time. Mommy! Is it this one? Ooh.
Yes, the ether signature is unmistakable. I've felt the traces of House Damia's resonance many times at the Great Work. Time to see what all the fuss was about. Among the ranks of the Voidsent, there exist entities with the power to call forth their brethren from beyond. The species known as Atomos, however, is uniquely prodigious in this regard. From its distended maw, it can expel an endless procession of void-born creatures, a talent which sorely tested the Radiant Host in its battles against these abominations. Surmising that the entity itself was acting as a void gate, we endeavored to capture a small specimen and subsequently examine its physiological structure. Our findings revealed that the Atomos had absorbed a planar fissure into its own flesh, which it could expand at will into a functioning gate. Upon further analysis, we identified an ethereal wave pattern emitted during this process. A pattern we were able to emulate by passing crystal-stored ether through a specially designed prism. We proceeded to embed said prism into an arcane simulacrum, thus completing what we have dubbed our artificial Atomos. How could I have been so blind to the possibilities? This species, not to mention its ability to summon Voidsent, has been discussed among academics for years now. Just before the advent of the 7th Umbral Calamity, we received reports of Atomos sightings from every corner of Eorzea. Surely you've at least heard the tales. And still, House Damia went and built a mock Atomos of their very own. I'm not surprised the Archons consigned their work to a restricted archive. It was no easy task, but at last we've unearthed the volume we've been searching for.
Well, you're just gonna keep the book? You're allowed to take them away?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted to stay longer. See what other forbidden titles might be lurking on these shelves?
Well, you're allowed to come back, it seems.
Ah, but that would be abusing the very special privilege we've been granted now, wouldn't it? Better not.
My apologies. I really like that song and music.
The ruins alone were impressive enough, but I never dreamed such a treasure lay hidden in the depths of the bounty. It may have been helpful to know this device existed, Your Excellency.
Oh.
My apologies. The gate was a secret I shared with none but my closest advisors. I feared for what might happen should those with ill intentions learn of its existence.
I agree.
What is it you're doing now?
There's something I wish to verify. The NOAA reports claim that a short stint into the void carries little risk of etheric imbalance. Should one suffer an injury, however, or if one's expedition drags on longer than intended, that risk becomes significantly greater. Raha theorized that a warding scale would confer protection from the Void's corrupting influence. But I would prefer to test that hypothesis before we set foot in the 13th ourselves.
Yeah, just to be safe.
So, this is an experiment of sorts.
Yes, an experiment. Tell me, how would you go about testing the efficacy of the warding scale?
Might as well go myself, say nothing, and look meaningfully at Justinian. Maybe send familiar. And here I am. Hello, koala. I want to see. We're gonna try to send Phil. Ooh.
Very good. I see you've been paying attention. As Vritra sent his simulacrum, so too shall we rely on a familiar to bear the brunt of any unpleasant consequences.
Phil, are we gonna be able to see you, or Ishtora's gonna
Now,
create a
lowly
familiar?
imp can navigate a fissure, no matter how narrow.
Okay. She's gonna create it then.
Which means an arcane entity of similar stature should be able to manage the same.
Are you further than I am, Koala?
I hadn't wanted it to come to this, but no other familiars will do, I'm afraid.
What is it? Is it a frog? What type of familiar is it? Is it gonna be? I'm intrigued.
I mislike the sound of that. What manner of fiend does she mean to summon?
From ocean rise and cloudbank form, from mountain spring and rainfall storm, from river flow and life be born. Water, froth and fire!
That sounded so cute. Oh, is it that water thing? Oh my.
Ready your arms. I fear she's been possessed.
Oh, that's so cute. Is it like?
Oh, come now, that was adorable.
Yeah, I think it's like a familiar she created when she was a kid. Okay, yeah, be careful. Yeah. Yeah. Those are the ones. Oh, so cute. Oh. Oh, she's so cute. Self-conscious.
Though not my first choice. These familiars I conceived of as a child have the best chance of fitting through the gate.
Oh, she looks so defeated. Don't be like that, Ishtola. Oh my god, that's so cute. It's nice to see that side of her.
My younger self had considered a more dignified ending to the creation ritual.
Bruh, you were a kid. Don't be so harsh on yourself. Oh, that was cute.
In any case, these two should serve as well.
The music.
This one will bear a warding scale. And when they return from the 13th, we can observe how the talisman, or absence thereof, has affected the progress of the Void's corruption. If I could impose upon you to open the gate. Your Excellency?
Ah, yes, of course.
What?
We should also be wary of void scent slipping through while we conduct our experiment. Estinian, you are to keep Nadana safe from harm.
As you say.
As you say.
You had best be on your guard as well.
No. Joking. Froth and foam.
Are you volunteering to join the Nixies? I could shrink you down, you know.
So cute. We're like, fuck
Let
it.
us begin, shall we?
It's fun to see a slide of Ishtola like that.
Nixies, into the void.
I wonder if we would ever be able to bring out Fel in our world. Cause I know they're able to come in our dreams and stuff, but to physically be there, I don't know. That's interesting. Come on. Fuck it, I'll just throw it there.
I think we've waited long enough. Nixies, return to my side.
They won't be able to? Oh! Whoa! Oh. Oh god. This one's okay.
Thank you, little one. You did well.
Oh, the poor thing. Its essence has been irrevocably warped.
We're out of time. I must reseal the void gate.
Is something gonna come out? Oh god.
They're coming through!
In the name of Al-Zidal III, I bar this door unto the void.
Interesting. But
Well, that was a sharp lesson in the dangers of void gates.
I wonder if that little guy is gonna transform though to something bad.
And what of our experiment? I'd say the results speak for themselves.
The unprotected Nixie has suffered extensive etheric corruption. As Nidana observed, it's well on its way to becoming a void scent. The one merged with the talisman, however, appears unaffected. I sense no changes to its equilibrium. Rest now, little ones.
Got a hair on my nose. But careful. Oh, okay. Okay.
Graha's theory was correct then.
So it would seem. But while our second familiar was untouched by void energies, the talisman itself shows signs of degradation.
Really?
It was, of course, originally designed to shield the soul from primal tempering. It stands to reason that etheric corruption of a different sort would affect it differently.
I was going to sneeze. Didn't work.
We may need to modify the warding scale's design to account for the 13th's uniquely unstable ether.
You've said much of the Void's instability, but my imagination fails me. What manner of place is this broken world?
Ah, my apologies. I forget that not all of us spend our days sequestered in dusty archives.
Mm-hmm.
The 13th is a reflection of the source that was drowned in a flood of darkness. In Emmett Selk's own words, this tragedy was a result of the Ascians' attempts to force a rejoining. They erred in their haste, and made of that world a useless void.
Wait, I don't understand that. This tragedy was a result of Ascian's attempt to force the rejoining to all of them to become one. They ruined it in their haste and made it. Okay, so this one they're talking about, if I'm not mistaken.
You remember Una Kalhai,
Mm-hmm.
the unusual child we met during our troubles with the Warring Triad?
Mm-hmm.
He explained the fate of the 13th thus. The champions of that ill-fated world used the stone known as Auracite to contain the power of primals. But those self-same heroes were gradually corrupted by the Auracite's bleeding energies, transforming into fiends with an endless hunger for ether. By the time anyone thought to oppose them, Light's strength had grown too feeble, and the balance of the 13th tipped into eternal darkness.
Oh, okay, okay.
And what of your own experience? Will you tell us of what you observed during Noah's expedition?
The music.
I can picture it now. The sunless, Stygian expanse, infested with legions of ether-starved monstrosities. A void in every sense of the word.
What you have described in such lurid detail is exactly why I hesitate to encourage you.
Worry not, great Vritra. Our journey into the 13th is but the first leg of a longer voyage.
Hmm.
A voyage that shall lead us to other reflections, to new mysteries and discoveries. And I mean to be there every step of the way. But first, I must focus on refining the warding talisman.
Then I can begin work on constructing an artificial Atomos.
Atomos.
Or I could if I had the relevant manuals to hand. Might I be so bold as to request access to the Satrap's family archives?
Is he gonna refuse?
Your Excellency?
Oh no, he's lost in his thoughts.
Oh, yes. That can be arranged. I will speak to my officials upon our return.
We will see you back in the city then.
Hmm. Stinian can see that he's very anxious. Well, I don't know if anxious would be the right word. He's concerned or like... Anyway.
Ah, hey Stola. The adjustments are going well, I hope?
'Tis a lengthy process, but the end is in sight, yes.
That's wonderful news. I myself had some good fortune searching through the Satrap's private records. What I found was a transaction log dated around the same period as when Al-Zadal's legacy was built. It included a purchase list of highly exclusive alchemical components. And I knew I'd discovered the key to making the artificial atomos. I then visited the High Crucible to commission the materials. After I'd explained my requirements, I was beset by volunteers insisting I allow them to help with the entire project.
Hmm.
The usual reaction to someone forcing open a void gate is to run for the hills. Harnish academics certainly are a different breed.
The alchemists of old were cut from a similar cloth. The unknown held no fear for them. Indeed, they were ever eager to seek new knowledge, regardless of the danger.
And were you not also fearless, heedless even, in your determination?
Oh.
My sire entered his dormancy before I was hatched. And so it was Ashdaya who kept my eggs safe and warm.
Sweet. Oh.
It created a bond between us. Even long after I learned to fend for myself, I rarely strayed from her side.
Cute.
She was my guardian, my sister, my dear companion. And not a single day passes that I do not mourn her absence. No matter how deep the darkness, I would not surrender my search. I promised myself the time would come when we would once more take to the skies together.
Hopefully we'll find her. And we'll be able to bring her
I
back.
am satrap now.
So?
The Radiant Host is here to serve, Your Excellency.
Nabdeen, what is this about?
Sir Estinian told us of your predicament. For centuries you have protected Rads at Han, never showing your true self, hiding behind a curtain and living only in service to the people. Your dedication meant more to us than your deceit, and so did we accept you as our rightful ruler. After all that you have sacrificed for this nation, did you imagine we would begrudge you your heart's desire? We survived the final days. We are a strong and proud people. We, the Radiant Host, will keep Thavnair safe in your absence.
Good.
I am grateful for your loyalty and for your encouragement. And yet...
Now you listen to me, Varshan.
Woo!
You are wearing that face, after all. As I have told you before, you are a little brother to us all.
Oh!
And if you are family, then so too is your sister.
Oh, you too good. Sweet.
We are there for you if you need us. But do not ask us to sit by and watch while you abandon a sibling you have ached to rescue for millennia.
We will succeed in opening the way. It is only a matter of time. All you need do is prepare to step through to the other side.
Very sweet. Everyone's just gonna come and be like, "We want to help." Oh wait, that's the sister.
Your Excellency, I wanted to thank you for building the orphanage. It means so much that my sister and I will have a place to be together, safe and happy.
Sweet.
And I hope that you and your sister can be together again too.
Critaldo, hey there. Careful for spoilers if you're not a well advanced or whatnot. I don't know how to say, but anyway. To protect them well, you must take heart. Will you wallow to insert it? No, I'm gonna say this one.
Take heart and protect them well. Such were the words I once said to you. And here I stand, failing to live up to them.
Oh, that's what he meant by in the trailer.
If my heart is torn, I am fit to protect neither Ajdaya nor Radzatan.
Mm-hmm.
My people, I have come to a decision. Vashan will depart Thavne for a time. My dragon self will remain in the palace, but only to conduct the satrap's most essential duties.
Got it.
While I am focused on controlling this vessel, there may be matters that escape my attention. I rely on you, my trusted friends, to watch over one another until I return.
Take care and fair fortune, little brother. Many tears would be shed should you come to harm.
I would not dare make you cry.
Cute. Meanwhile, in the 13th, what are we gonna see? We know who you are, so why are you having that aura thing? Or if it's someone else? It's Xenos. Bitch, I knew it! I knew it! We were done with him. It's either Xenos or someone else, but it looked way too much like Xenos. Like the hair that we saw? Or maybe not? Never mind. Never mind that. Okay.
And thus I am returned.
Is it or is it not?
This world, bereft of saviors.
Oh, this is intriguing. Let pass unwalk and venture, spur pearls, quicken spirit stir. Then or not. Okay, never mind. To be continued, that's it! Fuck. Then but that's it? Oh fuck. Okay. Okay. I was spoiled by something, but guess it's not in the main story quest. Justinian, are you here? No? Huh? I'm so confused. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in my outfit, but that's it? Okay.